All right, so we're back to our login. We're going to get rid of home. Home no longer exists. And we're going to log in as me, Ruth. Then we're going to go ahead and go get localhost 8080. We're going to get all students. This, as you can see, we got 30-ish of them, right? Or however many I'm supposed to have. Sorry, I don't remember. It has 10, so we have 10, right? Right. Okay, and you can see the advisors, Mike, Ruth, Mike, whatever, right? Great. Same method, except now we're going to log in as Mike. And we're going to log in as Mike. Yes, boom. Same method, doing nothing special, but now I'm going to get far fewer users. I'm only going to get the ones where advisor equals Mike. Bang. My set of students. Simple, right? This is session management and authorization being handled by the session. That's all that's happening. Pretty simple. We can log in as Ruth. Right? We can log in as Ruth. And when we send those, we get different set of users. Yes? Now, I want to show you something else that might not seem so obvious. So I want to do it. So we're going to log out. Okay? So we go get the students and we get unauthorized. That's exactly what we should be getting. And that's exactly how it should basically work. That's what we're going to do. Every time we're going to do a method, we only have a few methods here, thankfully, right? Get mapping students, get mapping sort, search, all those things. All these things that we have, we just need to do. Now, bad news is get students is first. I hate to be this guy, but get students is going to manipulate the returnable pretty quickly. So what I'm going to do, and I'm not going to lie to you, I'm going to do these separately. So what do you mean? I'm going to just do those offline. We don't really care about those. I don't wish to do those on a recording because I'm afraid it's going to take too long. If I have time, I'll record them separately and you can see them, but it's going to be a repetitious view of this. Yes, right? You go, what do you mean? So with the sorting, collections.sort roster, return it, right? Well, no. Okay, we're going to do the returnable first. We're going to do this stuff. And then once we have the list of users, just do it, right? Just do it once, and then you can see me do it, and then I can record the other ones, right? Right, that's what we'll do. Okay, two things. One, I don't want to sort the roster if I'm only going to have returnable, right? Right. So the very first thing I'm going to do is check to see if the user is logged in. Okay, I'm going to use this other one as a copy and paste tool. If the user is not logged in, note, I'm going to stop, right? We're going to stop. I'm going to add view. We're going to stop and we're going to return null, and of course we have to turn this back into a response entity. Very easy to do though, right? And so we return that, okay? However, the user's logged in, okay? So now we know we're going to sort something. So what are we going to sort? Pretty simple, okay? But do we sort the roster or do we sort the returnable? Okay. Lots of ways to do that. Okay. First things first, we still have to do the admin check. Okay, so let's do that first. Yeah, you just scroll down. I don't know what I was doing. So, right? If yes, else, no, right? Now let's cheat. Wait, what? I'm going to show you. Student. We want it to be null. So all we're gonna do is set returnable to equal our roster. Okay? Bang, the returnable is the roster. So we don't have to do something special down below with the sort. Okay? Great. Else, now we have to go and get the user. Kind of not like this, but I'm going to paste it and see what happens. Yeah, nope, works. So we already have a returnable, but now the returnable is going to be set to a new array list. We're going to loop through the roster. We're going to add the things from the roster to the returnable, and voila. Okay. At the end of this else, roster is going to have the data we want, right? It's going to have the data we want, either the full roster or the things for each individual user, Mike or Ruth. And then we're going to do the sort. And you're like, wait, seriously? Yep. So I'm just copying and pasting that here. I'm going to format it, obviously. And I just want to copy this, and I 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 want to copy this. And I want to use the return. Not this guy. So I want to use this guy. And I wish I had copied that after the fact, but I did not. Yes. And this is okay. Okay. And you're like, wait a second, what? How did that work? No, we're just doing the same check, right? So first you're going to set a returnable just so you have something to make your life easier. Then you're going to get to see if the user is logged in. Then you're going to do the admin check. If the admin check is yes, we're going to set returnable just to equal the roster, right? This is effectively the roster. Otherwise, we're going to go get the user. We're going to create an array list. We're going to get the user that we're going to get the users that attach to the to that user, or yeah, we get the students that attach to that user, add them to the returnable list, so forth. At the end, we sort it. We're good. Boom. Yes. Now, I'm not going to do these for the next two. Pretty simple. I'm just going to do it separately or offline. Okay. A couple other things I'm going to talk about above GPA. We never use this in the final project, so I'm going to remove this from this one. By major, we're not using that, I don't believe. And by major and above GPA, we're also not using that. So I'm going to remove both of those from the external thing. I am going to come back and do the get student search and get students. I am going to do that. I'm just not going to do it in this recording.